Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal. It helps with the show. And act fast, because the deadline is coming up soon to win that Core Set 2020 booster box. The announcement of the winner will happen on July 15th. And as soon as I know who won, I'll announce it on the channel. Yada, yada, yada. You should totally do it, especially considering they have Dragon Shields for a good old $8. And you know what I did recently? I realized, a bit loud, sorry, but I realized that I was making some more decks. So you know what I bought? I bought some Dragon Shields from Flipside Gaming. I will say I used a promo code, but it was not mine. It was my boy Easy Modes. Check him out if you have not. But yeah, I got some purples and some crimson. I think for purple, I'm gonna put this on Arlen for some reason. I don't know why I want to use purple for Arlen, but I do. And then crimson, I think I'm going to resleeve my Scorpion God because he currently is in blue, which doesn't make any damn sense. Anyway, today we're playing some cybermen. I have not finished Doctor Who from the old man. I stopped watching after like 10 episodes in, not because I didn't want to watch anymore. I just didn't have the time. But I need to hop in some more. Anyway, this is an artifact-based deck. And essentially, the cards that we're getting from M20 are, maybe you could argue for this, but it's this. It's Steel Overseer. It's just Steel Overseer. Steel Overseer is such an awesome card, being able to pump your team. It's great. Anyway, 2 Mox Ambers. I really like this card because it allows us to do fun things, and we can hold in our hand, right? So the fun things it allows us to do is getting us a buff to our constructs, or have an additional Thopter, or Servo with Saheeli or Sai. Very, very helpful card, and it can add some mana, which is going to be very helpful. A single Fountain of Renewal. This is a card that you do want to see early against the aggressive decks, but you don't want them so much anymore, since we do have other important cards to play. We don't want them anymore as much in a general, like, blind matchup, because even though, yes, you can draw a card, it is not a great cost for it. 1 Manifold Key. I initially had 2, and I actually made a couple other changes. Mainly, I put in some board wipes because this deck needed it. But initially I had 2 Manifold Keys, and then I realized the only things that are really going to work with it are the Steel Overseers and the treasure maps. Other than that, I'm not getting a ton of value. But the reason I'm still keeping 1 in, and you can totally remove this card and just put it in the sideboard as a wish card for Karn the Great Creator. But the reason I kept it in is because the ceiling for this card is the floor? Something, whatever. When it interacts with Steel Overseer, it's great. Getting 2 activations every turn order is just phenomenal. It also means that you could just attack with your Steel Overseer and still be able to use its activated ability, which is nice. Especially if you can consider the fact that you can do this during combat, right? You attack with it, your opponent's like, I'll make these blocks, and then you're like, oh, but you didn't see my key. I unlock my Steel Overseer and activate it again, making all of your blocks deadly for you. Whatever. Speaking of Steel Overseer, yes, it's a 2-mana 1/1, not the best. However, you put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. Let's see, what makes artifact creatures inside? This makes artifact creatures. This makes artifact creatures. This is an artifact creature. This makes artifact creatures. This can get artifact creatures from your yard. This makes artifact creatures. That's 6 ways to make artifact creatures. Seems decent. It seems pretty damn good. You can just flood the board with 1/1 counters. It's just absolutely phenomenal. That said, it does take a while to work up there. So I added in some board wipes. For Thought Erasure, we're playing blue-black control deck. We need the Thought Erasures. 3 treasure maps. This used to be 4. If you don't want Manifold Key, I would say probably just put another treasure map in. Treasure map's very important for making sure you're getting what you need off the top and having those 3 treasures. It actually is less important for the draw. Obviously, you do want to draw sometimes, but it's most important just to have those treasures out just to be 3 additional artifacts. Very helpful. 2 Sais. I still like Sai in this deck, and the reason I still really enjoy Sai is, 1, he can make a large number of Thopters. Now, in older versions, I think I've played some that didn't have any Sais, and the reason for that is because the majority of our artifacts were actually coming from Planeswalkers, or coming from alternative sources that weren't artifacts in and of themselves. But with bringing in the Steel Overseer, we are running, I think, a sufficient number to really make use of Sai. Additionally, he has 4 toughness. Very important in this meta. Does not die to your stupid burn players' 3 damage spells. Means you can actually block things and force them to like have their X1s die and have to use a removal spell on it. So it's very, very helpful. 3 Saheelis. Saheeli is great because other than Steel Overseer, she's just going to trigger all the time. And we can even turn one of our servos into a Steel Overseer to double the counters. It's great. Now, these are the board wipes I brought in. 2 Phyrexian Scriptures and 1 Ritual of Soot. Ritual of Soot is in there because it does deal with a large swath of things, but doesn't deal with everything. And the thing is, right now, the majority of decks I'm seeing are either like... the majority of decks that need to have a board wipe against them are decks that do get a little hosed by Ritual of Soot. The Simic Nissa decks, things like that. The Elementals deck, for the most part, there are a few Elementals that do dodge this, like Omnath. And then the mono red decks. The mono red decks, I'm not entirely sure if this is the best option. You could run things like Cry the Canarium instead, but I think that Ritual Soot for 1 more mana is a little bit better. But it does also kill our creatures, like all of them. But that's why I went with 2 Phyrexian Scriptures, because this hits what Ritual can't, but it is slower. And the reason I'm doing a 2-1 split instead of, why wouldn't you just run 3 Scriptures? Because it works with your creatures, it doesn't blow them up. Well, it still blows up side, but who cares? The reason is because it is a turn delayed. Now, that turn delay can actually work in your favor because of the fact that your opponent won't want to add more to their board, meaning that it gives you even more room, so to say. So, you get to put a counter on one of your creatures and makes them bigger. If you have Psi, you can put a counter on it. Cool. Then it blows up all non-artifact creatures, which is nice because we have mostly artifacts. And then the third part, exiling all cards from your opponent's graveyards, isn't actually non-existent in this meta. You know, there are, Tamios running around that want to get stuff back. There are Reanimator decks that want to get stuff back. Phoenix decks you can hit a little bit. It's helpful. And I don't know why I didn't have them in the first place. 3 Karn and 3 Karn. First Karn, I actually won a game just -2ing Karns. -2, +1 so I can -2 again. Absolutely fantastic. Sometimes very necessary. But usually, you're going to be using this against control to act as a card advantage engine. Even if you're just drawing lands, those are lands that you're drawing through and giving you options later on to use with this -1. Other Karn is nice to, 1, maybe you just need a blocker. You turn a Manifold Key into a creature, and then you block with it so you don't die. I've done that. But usually, it's going to be a good old -2. Get something out the board. Get some good stuff happening. 2 Tezzerets. He makes a Thopter. He draws us 2 cards usually, and the -9 is win. The -9 is actually really hilarious, because what you can do is, if you have this active, you -9, you have the emblem, right? You go get a Scriptures. Scriptures comes in, maybe you don't even have creatures, whatever. You give it to a creature if you have it, you don't do anything if you don't. And then, since that happens at the end of your turn, on your next turn, you blow things up. It's real nice. So they don't see it coming as much. Yeah, Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, 3 of 8. This gains your life. Creatures and planeswalkers that you have affinity for artifacts, so we can just start casting stuff for free or super cheap. I had a line where I had 7 mana without Mox Amber, because I didn't have a legend at the time. And then I played Tezzeret, activating my Amber. Then I used my Amber and another island to play 5 mana Tezzeret, and then I played Steel Overseer for free. It was a glorious time. Then I got a lot of life back from the +2. The -3 I've never used really, unless I got something out of the sideboard with Karn and then I got blown up, whatever. And the -8 I have literally never had to do that. If you +2 sufficiently to get to 8, you should have 1. 2 Ugins. Ugin's nice. Color spells cost 2 less to cast. That, I mean, these, which is always nice, but that's just gravy. +1, you get to make a 2/2. -3, you blow something up. Fantastic. We do have 2 Blast Zones and 2 Karn's Bastions. Blast Zone, very helpful at dealing with some super heavy 1 CMC decks or 2 CMC decks. And then Karn's Bastion, you just get to proliferate these counters, and it's so good. Now, we do have a wish board, however, I'm not going to talk about it, at least yet. If we go to the sideboard and use it in one of the games, I'll talk about it. But it's already been 9 minutes, and I want to get as many games as possible, and I didn't bring my drink over here, and it's even full this time. I'm bad to myself. I actually just got my first payment from Twitch, so that's cool. I don't even know when I got partnered, but Jabroni Slayer, nice name. But that was awesome, and I need to get a new mic like ASAP. This hand is not the best because we can't even Saheeli. That was interesting. It showed up as this. Huh. It's very interesting. Because we don't have the ability to cast Saheeli here. They're keeping 7. I think I do want a mulligan. This is a much better hand. We've got Thought Erasure on 2, Overseer on 3, Karny boy. Cool. Oh god, it's just more ramp. I faced so much damn bants. Oh, I have this on turn 3 instead? Don't mind if I do. So we'll do this. Probably going to play some more elves or something. This might be normal. What the? No, it's just green of some sort. Interesting. I am scared. Because I'm a coward. What do you got? Okay. So the thing is, they can cast this next turn. And I have to wait an addition. I think I have to take that. Oh! Oh, I never didn't have it. Oh, yes. Alright, so let's hope my opponent didn't draw anything they can cast. Okay. So it's going to suck because they're going to be able to hit me, but I'll be able to take that Nissa off of their hands. So they could have cast that Ferox. I don't know why they didn't, but I'm very glad that they didn't. So this is just like, fuck you, control green. You gotta be kidding me, top deck the fucking Nissa. Oh. Well, hopefully I can get a board wipe. It's not a board wipe. I'm at 9. I play this. I block one of the 3/3s. Yeah, I need Ritual of Soot next turn. And even then, no, I'd still die, right? Because no, I think I needed. No, because I would have died. That top deck Nissa sucked.
The land fights for us.
Damn. Like, I could have potentially dealt with the Ferox just by chump blocking, but there's, like, nothing I can do here. Because this doesn't die to, doesn't die to Ritual. And this does. That was demoralizing. Oh, the top deck. They didn't play Nissa, they played Ferox instead. They would have attacked me with those. I'd cast that already, right? No. No, I hadn't. So they would have attacked me with Perfor instead of, what was that, 6? Yeah, that Nissa just crushed me. That sucks. Fudge Supreme, also a nice name. I did play 4 total games with this. 2 are losses, 2 are wins. However, though the 2 losses were before I put in the board wipes, and I do think the change is sufficient that I'm not going to count them. The first loss was against Mono Red, and there was a super creature version of Mono Red. Okay, so they're don't know exactly what they're playing. But I can Thought Erasure next turn. Hopefully, as long as this isn't Esper and they thought me. Nope, it's Jeskai. Oh. The Jeskai Feather? Jeskai Phoenix? I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Oh, it's Jeskai Tempo. Interesting. So Spell Pierce is not awful because they're probably just going to be able to Spell Pierce this. So I think I do just take up Lightning Stormkin. They get to light up the stage. Is light up the stage a better take here? Probably. The issue is that then they can have this and hold up this. I think that's correct. I could be incredibly wrong. I'm going to keep that on top. I don't love it, but I'm going to keep it on top. Don't pass. Next turn I can cast this. Cast this. I'll have a blocker on the ground and a blocker in the air. And if they do counter this, then I can Phyrexian Scriptures on curve. Okay. So that seems fine. So cast this. Spell Pierce doesn't do anything to it. Then cast this. And let's see if they decide to counter my Mox. They shouldn't, but they are. Yeah, I believe that's just super incorrect. They do get a Scry, but we know of this card. They put it on the bottom. So we know of this card. We don't know what this card is, and they're getting a random card off the top. I don't even need to block here, really. All I need is for them not to have another counter spell. I'm going to block there, yeah. But I can take 2. That's totally fine with me. Then I'm going to... Well, I have to pay 2... Well... Alternatively, I can Thought Erasure them first and play Overseer. That might be better, because Overseer does get me a second Thopter. And the Thought Erasure might help a ton. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play that first, just in case they have another Spell Pierce. They did not get a Sephara. Oh, interesting. I'll keep that on top, it's fine. You have Sephara in this deck. So it's Jeskai Flyers with spells. So this is a Kykar deck. I'm almost certain it's a Kykar deck. Or excuse me, Kykar! Yeah, first game was against Mono Red. They were a creature version. And I died to that. I was sad. The second game was against Bant Ramp. If only I had any of my... Alright, cool. If only I had any of my board wipes. Because I died to that. Fun fact. When your opponent is making a ton of Nissa creatures and you can't do anything about it, it kind of sucks. Now, probably should be playing like Planeswalker removal in the main deck. You know, maybe you play some Brass's Contempts, or maybe even main deck the Elder Spell. I don't love main decking the Elder Spell because you do get pretty screwed if you're going against a non-Planeswalker deck. But essentially, the idea that I made with the board wipe choices was that I hopefully board wipe their creatures, not mine, and get to kill their Planeswalkers. Now, obviously, that's not always going to work in practice, and it's possible that I shouldn't be running Manifold Key at all. It's possible I shouldn't even run Fountain of Renewal in the main deck, but it's really hard to argue with that in this situation. I can play this on turn 1, and if we're against an aggro deck, it's going to be fucking great. Yeah, do this turn 1, turn 2, do this. I don't even think I play this because I want to get a trigger off Psy. Oh, hell yeah, this is the exact reason that we play a 1 of Fountain of Renewal. Oh my gosh. Donnez-moi an island, please. Une île. I think, or île? Île. It's like I with the chevron accent. I don't fucking remember what it's called. Okay, so first we're going to play Psy. Yes, we're going to play Psy first. Psy might die, who cares? And then we're going to play Saheeli, because we can't protect Saheeli as it is right now. So I think they're probably going to double up on Psy, which is exactly what I talked about during the DeckTech. Very, very helpful thing. Oh, absolutely. Fantastic. That is 4 burn not coming to my face. Now, they very well could have a Light Up the Stage here, which would suck. Ooh. I don't like that at all. I actually have another Psy. So Psy has the advantage because it can block. But Saheeli has the advantage where if I top deck a land, then I can cast Tezzeret, also get a counter from that, or a servo from that, and still play Tezzeret and get the Thopter. I think, let's see, so we know that my opponent has Wizard's Lightning. She might just die, but once again, that's burn not coming to my face, so I think I'm going to go with Saheeli because the ceiling is higher. The Saheeling is higher.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
So my opponent could Wizard's Lightning Saheeli at end of turn, and then just Chain Whirler would work. Chain Whirler would kill. Swore that I pressed that button. My bad. Okay, they decided not to, so that's good. Oh wait, is this that's instant, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I assume they're going to use the Wizard's Lightning because it's effective. effective use of the mana. Steamkin is potentially going to be an issue. And a Gito Runner. That sucks because it does mean Saheeli is going to die. But I can at the very least get rid of that.
I need to iterate.
Life gain is helpful. So is the Blast Zone, honestly. Do I play Tezzeret and plus Tezzeret? Chump here. Tezzeret goes down to 4. Possibly dies, but not necessarily. I think I do want a Tezzeret here. It's more cost effective, and if he survives, it can set me up for a better turn. Risk factor. I eat that. That's only 4. That's only 4 turns of life. Fountain of Renewal, very helpful. When I changed my deck. There's no way that's correct. I mean, I might as well kill the Firebrand, right? I do take 6, which sucks, but I think I just do that. Oh, I took... Oh, I don't have Diamond... Oh, Diamond Mary wouldn't make sense in this deck. This is not the Chandra deck. Karn gave me Navigator's Compass, but I can't play it with anything else, really. Sai. I think I want to just Sai plus here. I do wish I had one more land, because then I could put something on... Yes. Then I could put something on Blast Zone.
A few tricks on Kaladesh.
Okay. Sure. So I think I do just chump and block. I don't really want to take 4, especially considering my opponent could then risk factor me, and I'd have to take another 4. So I think this is correct. My Sai might die, but Sai is there to block. Also, Tezzeret can close that ultimate. Lightning on it? Sure. If I get a land here, it won't be terrible. Okay, so I did get a land. Now I can put this up to 2. But I wouldn't be able to play Karn. I can play Karn here. So I could either turn Manifold Key into a creature to chump, or I can get something out of the yard. However, I don't believe I have any creatures that are cheap enough to cast out of the yard. I think the cheapest creature I have is 5 mana. There is Nav Compass, but I think I would rather do this and this. Could have drawn, technically, but I think this is the safer play. Now, obviously, if my opponent top deck a Chain Whirler, I'm eating it. I'm eating the damage. All day. So I might actually double block the Lava Runner here. I would go to 2, but I know for a fact that my Karn can get me back up to at least 5. This is going to get me back to 6. So I think I actually do want to double block. I think in the long run this is the best for me. Although actually, looking at it again, I probably could have just chumped, because Karn could have gotten me Hitman, the big hitty man. So we're going to check in here. I could have gotten Meteor Golem, and I still might. I'm at 3 though. No, Meteor Golem is insufficient. Fucking Parhelion. Parhelion would be funny, but it's a little slow. Instead, do I just Navigator's Compass, make a Thopter again? I'm at 3. I'm at 3. Because I'm at 3, I do want to do it this way. Do I even cast Treasure Map here? I don't think so.
My My device is finished, as are you.
Oh, I can cast it, I just can't activate it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to... Oh, right, that's going to blow it up. That's fine, who cares? Okay, so let's see what my opponent has. Chain Ruler would suck, but it wouldn't be my death. Still not my death. Okay, so obvious block here. Then I can activate this for 1, essentially, to put it up to 2. I do think that I want to activate Treasure Map to see what is on top. Mox Amber is insufficient. Interesting. So I'm going to want to blow that up. So I don't have a ton of mana. Because that's what, 3? So yeah. These are screwed. So I have two mana. For 2 mana... I'm going to do this.
Witness my genius.
I can do this at any time. Risk factor would suck. I think I'm going to get Grafter's Cage. This stops them from using, what's it, I think? I think I'm just going to pop a Tezzeret and play. This way I'm guaranteed life gain as long as I don't die here. That's fine. It's another thing to kill. And this is exactly why I waited. I'm just going to do this now. Yeah. Goodbye treasure map, but that's fine. Yeah. And that's essentially why I got Tezzeret. So I should be able to just have the game here. Ah, damn it. Stupid microphone. I'm doing this so that I can use this to get another artifact and get something for 2. I'll get Voltaic Servant, why not? I forgot the creatures have... okay, that was technically super stupid. But I've gained 4, so I should be fine. Fantastic. So I technically I should have gotten the Guardians of Koilos, the 5 mana cards, because they would have been 1, 2, 3, like 4 cheaper, and I could have bounced things and whatnot, and I would have had a bigger board of artifacts. But I'll play one more game. We're at 29 minutes. I'm incredibly hungry. I had a meeting today. That's why I technically have started late. But yeah, I changed the deck. Then I played against Bant Flash, which essentially is just Bant Ramp, except with some flash things. No, it's different enough. I won that game because I had board wipes. That's pretty much it. I will keep this because I have double Thought Erasure. It's going to suck if my opponent is on aggro. Okay. Doesn't mean anything. Then I went up against Temur aggro elementals, and that game was a lot easier because they had a lot of 1/1s. And that was fine for me. Oh, is it the flying deck? I don't know, but this is Mart Sanderson. Or it's Martz Anderson. Alright, well, I don't have to lose life, which is nice. Play Thought Erasure. Might get countered, but it's whatevs. This could be in a new form. Yeah, could be Could be the new version of Mono Blue. I don't know. I hope not. I hate Mono Blue. Ah! That was a random spasm. Well, that sucks. Also, fuck off, please. So I think here I'm going to, I guess, play Overseer. Yeah, I'll cast Overseer because their shields are down for, who's what's it? I don't really want to take 2, but I really like to play the Manifold Key now. Although next turn I'll probably end up just playing Thought Erasure Manifold Key anyway, so yeah, I just don't want to take too much damage. They might flash in a Sailor. Nope. Okay. I'd like them to not have Curious Obsession. That would be great. They don't. That is great. When it decides to attack on in? Sure, sure. Okay. So first things first, I think I'm going to do this. I could play either of the Karns, but I think it's better just try and pick apart their hand and or get them to remove Scion from the field. This I assume is going to be a counterspell, though. Could be Wizard's Retort. That's fine. They use a Wizard's Retort on that. And I can at the very least play this. And I actually get to use it again. And I think instead of attacking for 2, because I could attack, untap it, and then tap it again for its ability, I'm going to turn it into a 3/3 for my turn. Sure. And if my opponent just keeps not having anything to play, then I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm going to try and play this Karn, I think. I don't know. That Karn's more important because I can get Constructs. The Constructs can help a lot. Just making a Chungus Overlord, man. Getting that swamp there is actually super nice. Is there anything from the sideboard that I want? Not really. But maybe just play this Karn anyway? To get discounted instead of my other Karn? This is what's called a bait spell. Cool. You know, I got jebaited. Actually, my opponent got jebaited. Now I could start attacking here. Attack for 4. Yeah, I think I do want to start attacking here. Also, I'm gonna go. I almost pressed the enter button, and not the control button. So I'm going to attack with Overseer. I don't know if I need to. I'll attack with Overseer, untap it, and activate its ability. And this will put them already down to 16. So as long as they don't, as long as they keep not being able to add anything to the board, I will win the race. But if they do add something to the board, then that allows me to play Karn and or Tezzeret. And this is one of the downfalls of a low curve tempo strategy, is that sometimes, even with 2 land hand, which is oftentimes all you need, it just doesn't get there. Like, I assume my opponent's hand was these 2 lands, both of those creatures, and probably Spell Pierce Quench. No, well, no, I guess they would have used that instead. So unfortunately, can't do that. But once again, I'll Karn. See if this resolves. Nope, that's fine. I'll take you for 5. Put you to 11. Yep. Now, Mox Amber would not have done anything. I don't have any legendary creatures planeswalkers, and I'm gonna keep it in my hands because I might be able to get like a Saheeli down or something. All right, so now I'm gonna see if it actually does work, and I can do it. All right, cool. I can still do it. Just wanted to make sure. Great interaction. I'm winning now. I am on the throne, as it were. We should be fine. And we're in ranked. I'm doing this in Platinum. Platinum obviously is not anything to brag about, but... Alright, Curious Obsession. I still win this race. Like, they're dead in 2 turns. It's going to take several turns to kill me. Now, they might actually just attack with Sailor. Yep, that makes sense. However, it doesn't make a ton of sense, because Manifold Key can make things unblockable. And at this point, I don't really need to activate it again. I would like to, but I don't need to. Gonna attack. Gonna attack. Sweet. So now I get to. Okay, so I'm dead in 3 turns. Potentially fewer based on what they have drawn. But they're dead in 2. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna play Tezzeret. They have to have a Spell Pierce for this. They don't have enough mana for Quench. It has to be another Spell Pierce. They've already used one. They're only 14 cards deep. They always have it. They always have it. That's insulting. It's fine. They still need a way to stop me from killing them next turn, and then the turn after that as well. They had both of the Spell Pierces in the top 14, goddammit. Okay, let's see what you play. So, if they get a blocker, it actually could just kill me, because I wasn't able to use Manifold Key. They could also just tap down my Overseer with a Trickster, but I feel like they would have played a Trickster by now. Okay, so it's still 2 turns before I'm dead. I don't trust that at all. Trickster now. Okay. I'm just going to draw lands. That is not a land. Cool. Good thing I have the mana. And now I'm going to untap Steel Overseer and attack with it. And I can block this. Seems pretty damn good. Do I attack? No, I have to. Yeah, they have to block there, yeah. If I don't untap, like, it's useless. Now, I could have theoretically passed the turn, and then used Steel Overseer post blocks, but I'm pretty sure this is correct, because it forces them to block. I have a Sai, which is active, so I can, if I have to, sacrifice things to draw some more cards. But I'm in a decent position. My opponent has to attack, or they lose their Obsession, which is probably fine. But what do you have? Blink of an Eye would suck a lot. Okay. I probably will chump to deny the card draw. Yeah, I don't think this gets me anything really. Oh gosh, my cat is meowing. She just like, love me. Alright, another Merfolk Trickster. Cat Y. Targeting who? Targeting Sai. That's interesting. I guess it's because I lose my abilities? Do you have another Trickster? Kitty. It's fine, kitty. Can I cast this and then use Mox Amber? I could, but I'm actually going to do this first. So I'm going to cast this. See what they do about it. Because if they use their mana for this, then I can use Manifold Key on my Overseer. If they don't, I last a turn. Right? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so even if they get rid of this, I'll only go to 1. Unless they do have another Trickster. If they have another Trickster, it's gonna suck. Don't you dare have another Trickster. Okay. You have a bounce spell. Bounce spell still wins it for me, I think. They bounce that. They attack for 5. I go to 1. I blow up their board. What's my opponent thinking of? They have 3 cards. They've had a lot of counterspells. They're looking at things, reading things. Potentially just wasting my time. Got it. You can't fight the Cybermen. The Cybermen will always upgrade. Seems decent. Seems pretty damn decent. I'll show you the sideboard real quick. Someone said that they really like angry deck techs. Graphics Cage, very helpful. Makes it so that stupid opponents can't get things out of their damn deck or graveyard. Really nice. Navigator's Compass, gains your health in a jiffy. Silent Gravestone, exiles things out of the graveyard if stuff's already there that you need to be gone. Also, for what it's worth, it draws you a card. Sorcerous Spyglass, 2 of those. You planeswalkers, so I don't want to deal with your stuff. Full Take Servant. Also works with Steel Overseer, but it, in my opinion, is not great in the main deck. Maybe it should be in the main deck. No, Manifold Key is in the main deck because it costs 1. Chaos Wand. If you're going against control that isn't planeswalker-based, somehow, this is a hilarious card to get and just annoy them. Magistrate Scepter. If for some reason you think that this is the best option, go ahead and get it. I'm playing this kind of for fun. You probably should be playing something else, something more interactive. Guardians of Koilos, paired with Tezzeret and the Karn to get them. This essentially is a free loop where you get all of the Guardians out because you're casting the Guardians, bouncing the Karn, replaying the Karn because the Karn should also be free, getting another Guardians, casting that, yada yada yada, until you get your last Guardian, and your last Guardian can be used to bounce something else if you want, or you could just use it again, play the Karn, get something else out of the sideboard, maybe God-Pharaoh statue, Meteor Golem. Meteor Golem is really nice because of the fact that it'll be essentially free with Tezzeret. Play that out, blow something up of theirs, then you finally use Tezzeret the Schemer to dome them for a ton. God-Pharaoh statue says, screw you control opponents who are trying to cast big spells, they cost more now. Meteor Golem, blow something up. Real pretty good. Parhelion. It's a meme. It's funny. That's why I'm playing it. Let's go to the store packs. I don't understand. I have another orb. I don't know. Get that. Who cares? Store. Pack. Need pack, please. Donnez-moi un pack. I think pack spelled P-A-C-Q-U-E. Pack. I know card is cart. C-A-R-T-E. Yeah, I don't think it naturally has an S. Anyway, I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Rexel, and Zin for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the channel, find links to that down in the description below, or you can just press that join button, become a channel member. It's a really nice thing to do. Really makes me feel good. Down in the description, you'll also find links to the booster box giveaway. Go down there, check that out, and apply. Then Aether Hub account, host all my deck lists, and I think what I'm going to start doing is, fuck that. I'm going to actually make, my own video / post about that tomorrow, because I'm also going to be streaming, restreaming Amy, the Amazonian. I'm going to be streaming her doing the tournament, doing Alias V's Super Spiffy tournament, so that I can work on my commentary, because that's something that I want to do. So I'd really love if many of you joined me over on Twitch. I'll announce on here when I'm doing that, and I think I'll announce that with what I plan on doing with my Anthrop account. Anyway, go there for the deck lists, Discord, Hangout, chat, yada yada yada. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like the robots, and I really wish Wizards gave us back freaking Kaladesh, because there are some other really awesome artifacts that could go in this deck. Also, Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, is another cool planeswalker that works with artifacts. Come on, Wizards. Chop chop. If you did like this, go ahead and tap that like button, add subscription to Manifold, cast a comment in the comment section down below, pass the turn, and the red to some of your friends. And of course, until next time, all be one.